numbers in the NFL are 3, 7, 10, and 14.
You know how we do in Detroit, son? We do nothing but win. Ready
I'm ready.
to bite some kneecaps.
New England is bad.
Real bad. With the highlight.
It's a close game.
The Taylor Heineke life. Yeah.
I love this pick. Tampa has been overrated all season long, and the people who make the books are still on this. They got blown out by Blake Purdy. Can Justin Jefferson be stopped? I don't know. If you watched how Carolina played with Andy Dalton, they were fine.
Well, more importantly, Adam Thielen is probably like, can we put Andy Dalton back in?
The spread's the way to go. You just have to know how to bet it. Hey, welcome to another episode of Math versus Smash.
That's all I do is win. Actually, not true last week. I went 7-6.
Yeah, you didn't win that much. You just won because one running back got hurt. That was all it was.
Listen, sometimes you know when to hold them. Sometimes you know when to fold them.
Okay.
I knew when to hold the Ravens.
If Quentin Johnson catches one pass and J.K. Dobbins played, it's a whole different game. That's all I'm gonna
Quentin
say.
Johnson can't catch.
Apparently, he cannot.
And Lad McConkey is Lad McConkey.
He's fine. He's pretty good.
No. He is like your fourth receiver.
Your mom's your fourth receiver.
No. Our mother would make a very bad receiver.
She did break her foot just jumping on a trampoline.
Jumping on a trampoline.
That was pretty funny.
Did you do all right last? So I did. I guess I hit 2 parlays.
So I went 4 and 3.
Fine.
That wasn't too bad. So let's see here. So obviously Pittsburgh did not cover because they lost outright.
And I lost $25 in that game total.
That was tough. Now Carolina definitely did cover, which I said Kansas City was overrated, which we were right.
Don't forget, Kansas City went out to what, 21-0, 21-3, something like that. They got problems.
True. We'll see. I think Kansas City will continue to not cover big spreads. So we'll see.
You know who I'm never betting on again? 2 teams. Right down there. The Commies. I will never bet on the Commies again. Shame on them.
That was pretty
bad. I will
bad.
never bet on the Arizona Cardinals again.
So, okay, but Barstool did have Fred Smoot on, and he's apparently part of the organization currently. Fred Smoot did point out that Washington has not had a bye yet. That's a lot of games to play in a row.
It's the Dallas Cowboys,
who are now favored this week against the lowly New York Giants.
For no reason. For absolutely no reason.
Speaking of a game I lost, I thought the Giants might have some value against Tampa Bay.
They should have.
Okay, Philadelphia and the Lions have 1 loss. Who's the loss to?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Yeah, but that's Tampa Bay with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Chriswin.
Well, also, Mike Evans is back playing again. So it's just, yeah. I know what you mean. Either way, the Giants did not cover for me, nor did the Colts, who, Stefanski can score against everyone except the Lions, which we'll get to when we get to that game. Because once again, I'm being told by all the experts in the field that I need to stack against the Lions and that I need to bet 9.5 with the Chicago Bears. I don't think that's true.
Based on what?
Exactly. But we'll get to that. Don't worry.
We'll get to it.
But my winners, Denver. Denver continues to dominate bad teams, so I like that.
Denver.
Seattle. Yeah. The chaos in that division continues.
I don't get it because we were just on the Cardinals last week. I don't know.
But the Cardinals are good. I don't know how Vegas or the Lions know, but they know when teams like being favored and they know when teams don't like being favored. And it's like, okay, well, Arizona finally gets respect, and then all of a sudden they just get their ass kicked by Seattle. How does that work? I don't know. And technically, I had Dallas because I made that a 10.5 game versus an 8, or no, it's 10.5, and I made it 8, so I had a little bit of Dallas. But
I wanted none of Dallas last week, and like none.
It's tough. It's like this is welcome to betting in the NFL. Every week, these teams are so elastic that they just like there's no truly like. We always think there's these terrible, terrible teams in the NFL, but the truth of the matter is that every individual.
Any given Sunday, yeah.
Well, no, not only any given Sunday, but it's different from college football in the sense that like all these men make at least $1 million a year.
You know what I care though is that Bo Nix is now the favorite for Rookie of the Year. Like I put money on.
As soon as Jaden Daniels gets okay, so Washington plays who this week? Who are they playing?
Who are the Commies are 5.5?
Washington playing Tennessee. Okay, so this could be a bounce back game, but depending on what happens,
Tennessee looked good last week though.
Tennessee's defense looks much better, but Houston's offensive line is also really bad. So again, we'll get to that. All right, but enough recap. Like there's some decent wins in there. The values tended to be with bad teams outside of Denver. Outside of Denver, and then Philadelphia and Baltimore took care of business, which was important.
I think Denver is your roadblock to your Chargers bet.
It could be. You're not wrong. And then also San Francisco might be in a lot of trouble.
They're done. Stick a fork.
So, all right, let's go to week 13 then.
Let's do it.
Let's bring
it. And don't worry, Ryan, we're saving the best for last.
Yeah, we're not
black.
Wow. Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Like how?
But all right, let's start it off here. First and foremost, you got to bet the Giants, right?
I gotta take the Cowboys money line. Am I nuts?
But why though? Okay, why am I paying any money for the Dallas Cowboys to win a football game?
Oh my God! Ryan wants Thanksgiving dogs.
Put
it up. Put the dog graphic up for Ryan. I'm not betting dogs on Thanksgiving.
I will say dogs tend to do very poorly on Thanksgiving.
I'm just not going to bet dogs on Thanksgiving. I'm not going to do it. Like, on a short week, I'm not betting dogs. I'm going to bet the better team. And the Cowboys are the better team.
They are not the better team. All right. Before we get excited about the freaking Cowboys, remember this.
Just convinced that these sun rays are creating havoc for the players, including on that second and goal pass play at CD.
Worst engineering ever. Now, this is what I'll say. This is why I'm betting the Cowboys money line. 2 players. CeeDee Lamb, Michael.
And it's points off the turnover by Keyshawn Nixon. Family section and his agent. This guy, the agent may break the internet.
The heck's going on?
We said the same thing last week, and it was
no. But you got to remember, the last time that Tommy DeVito started, his first start was bad.
Nope. I want the boys' money line. They might only win by 1. Nope.
Give me the points, like he said. The Smokers Lounge always takes the points with bad teams, and you might hold your nose, but man. Like Carolina, Bryce Young apparently can cover spreads now. All right, let's go.
That's 1 week. 1 week. No, the boys are gonna win the game. I don't know by how much, but the Cowboys will win this game, and that's where I'm putting. It's only minus what 60? No, 70. Minus 70 to take them out.
Okay. So you're gonna. Okay. So if you bet $100, you're gonna win 50 cents or 70 cents on the dollar.
For them to win the game, yeah.
No. Why?
Yes. You're taking it? This is our head-to-head already? The first fucking game?
It's not a head-to-head, but why am I going to pay money for a team that's won 4 games?
Drew Lock century of the week? Oh my God.
Why can't a bad team continue to lose games?
Oh, they're both bad though, and the Giants will continue to lose because the Giants are the second worst team in the NFL.
Who's worse?
Titans are the worst team.
No, the Titans have a good defense.
Titans are the worst defense.
Titans just beat a playoff team last week, and you're saying they're the worst team in the NFL?
Yeah. The Titans, they have nobody. They have nothing.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Tony Pollard is their starting running back. Thank you.
Yeah, and
Good
they
night.
have the best offensive line coach in the NFL. They have Bill Callahan. Those boys are blocking. The big beefy boys are getting after it.
No.
All right.
I'd rather coach the Panthers than the Titans.
This is another game. I mean, my God.
I don't know where it's gonna lie, but this is where I'm putting my money. Like, the Packers only play close games, but they win them. To their credit, the Packers only play close games, but they win. They're like the Chiefs. They win every close game. So my money is going there. Tell me you're not taking the points here. Come on.
No, absolutely not. Why would I take the Dolphins to win in the cold?
I don't want it.
I'm sorry. Is this? Hold on.
Nice and safe with Liberty.
1 second.
I'm the one. If you want YouTube clips, it should be me. I'm the one with YouTube Premium here. Come on.
I have it too. I just haven't signed it.
The Finns, Ryan. The Finns. Feel like Jim Mora. The Finns. It's at Green Bay, man. Come on now. It's at Green Bay on Thanksgiving, prime time. I'm taking Green Bay money line. It's going to be close, but I'm taking Green Bay money line.
It's not going to be anywhere close. Above a field goal, the NFC North is going to prove once again that they're the best division.
They are the best division in the NFL by far.
This is iron sharpening iron is what's currently happening.
I will say this. I will say it made me second guess myself just because Tua was good last week. But it's a bit different to be good last week and good this week. A short week in the weather versus Green Bay at Lambeau.
I cannot wait for the cameras to be zoomed in on Tua after he's thrown 2 picks. And there's that little cold mustache on him, and he looks so goddamn miserable. It's gonna be there. He's gonna look like Jon Snow on the wall. He's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to go be this leader on the wall," and then he realizes that he's playing in 15-degree weather with wind chill, and it sucks. That's what he realizes.
He's good. This sucks. Why am I here? I mean, the other part is their finesse. Finesse doesn't translate in the cold. We know that. They're not going to be able to throw those crossing routes the way they do. And actually, the player that needs to be heralded from last week, thank you to my fantasy team, is Jalen Waddle. And nobody talked about his performance last week. He was great.
He had to be because he was terrible the past 10 weeks.
Yeah. But I mean, Green Bay money line. I guess if you're feeling nasty, go with the spread, but it's Green Bay all day. My God. Do I have it in me to click the Raiders plus 13?
I make this game 13.
Play it. Play the clip. Play.
Which clip? Oh, you want the clip?
The clip. Play.
I hate the Raiders. I hate the Raiders.
John, calm down. John,
There. That's enough, pup. I don't know, man. The Chiefs don't cover this, right? Right?
It's too big, but I make it 13 because the Raiders have played this poorly. Now, I will say we do have AOC hashtag the squad. Aiden O'Connell is going to be the starting quarterback. So we don't have to deal with the okay, so there's 2 wrestlers in the NFL now currently. There's Desmond Ridder, and then there's the New Orleans coach. The fake Rizzler is Desmond Ritter, and we do not want him to be playing quarterback.
No.
But with AOC hashtag the squad, I think they can cover 13. I just the model doesn't go that far out. Like I said,
If it were Minshew, I would take 13 all day.
AOC and Minshew have been proven to be even for the spread.
Yeah, but Minshew has the magic.
Also, rest in peace, Minshew, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I did. What a bummer. I mean, it's probably it for him. He'll never get another starting chance. Like
Ryan, RIP Minshew. Am I correct?
Yeah. And it's sad. I still think he could have been a winning quarterback, but he's probably done.
Every year that Dan bets on Gardner Minshew. Every year.
He's the modern version of Mike McMahon for me. As a backup though, he'll never be a starter again.
Why can't he start for the Giants next year?
Nah, because they're gonna draft a starter, hopefully for their sake.
Who are they gonna draft? Schron? Because Schron's not gonna play for the Giants. There's no way in hell.
I guess when we add up, I guess it's worth it. But I can't.
You can't lay the.
I can't.
Okay, but you. So, all right. So, no, you'd have to bring him 7 down. So that'd be more than a 6.5 teaser. If you could get them to 7, maybe.
And I bet you it would be an 8.5 teaser. Don't you think?
That's too much. It's too much. I'm not paying.
I don't like the Chiefs on a big spread ever.
Also, the last time anyone teased the Chiefs, they didn't cover 7.5. They lost by 9 against the Bills. So.
I mean, I know the Chiefs are going to win. I just don't know what the score is going to be.
This is another tough game.
This is a tough game to call, though.
Because, okay, so if the Jacksonville can get any pressure.
But, I mean, it's only 80 points to go money line, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the money line, even though I do think the Texans can cover.
I don't know. I think there's no, definitely there's a lady who says otherwise.
Jaguars picks, they say they have the best draft in the entire NFL. Are you surprised to hear that?
Certainly not. The first year we took it to the limit. And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
It's been 20 years.
I'll say this. I bet you parties at her quote unquote beach house were pretty dope.
Dude, she couldn't afford blow, but someone that came to her beach house's party
had it. They had it for that's why she hosts.
She always had it.
Else has it.
It wouldn't be in the deer's ear. It'd be like in the alligator's mouth or some shit like that down in Florida.
We had an alligator on the wall, too.
That's true. That is true.
We had an alligator on the wall. Don't forget.
Well, that's because the other pallet company was in Florida. We have a weird connection to Florida, and that's probably why we don't like it.
Jacksonville's going to lose this game. It's weird. I want the Texans to be better than they have been. And not just because of my bets, but they're a better football team than they've played. Why have they played the way they've played the past 3 weeks? That's the real question. I mean, the Lions game, whatever, but did the Lions just break their spirit?
The Lions break everyone's spirit. No one has covered after they played the Lions yet this year.
You hear that, Ryan?
Which means don't worry, we'll get to the Colts, but
we'll get to it. Yeah. I'm done. I'm never betting on them again. I'm not touching it. I'm done.
Okay. But if there's anything we have seen is that they have beat bad teams. But Cliff Kingsbury, after halfway point, has been terrible in every single place he has played or coached. So I'm not gonna bet this game because I like the Titans, but I did realize that I have a bet for Will Levis to have over 3,400 yards this year. So, sling it for all the mayo in the world.
Will Levis over 3,400?
Over 3,400.
There will be bets on the. Listen. I know where I want to go with my money.
Is the Smokers Lounge calling us out?
And he's apparently listen. I know where I want to go, and one of these days, this whole parlay is going to hit. One time, I've come close. I've missed 2. I missed 2 twice.
There will be weeks where you win them all, right? There has been weeks where one of us have went 9-1 or
Yeah, I've gone on this parlay. There have been weeks where I have only missed 2. But this is the thing, is like I'm not going to touch a spread that I think is whack. And even if Vegas says,
I'm sorry, did we not learn anything from the intro of the show? The spread's the way to go. You just got to know how to bet it. That's what, from a football guy to you.
You're a football guy.
Shout out to
Barstool. This is the thing, though. Are the Commanders a bad team?
The Commanders aren't a bad team. The Commanders are an average team on a really, really hard schedule.
They're playing the Titans.
Okay, but this is the tail end of a hard schedule. Then they get a bye week soon. Their bye week comes in week 14. That's absolutely terrible.
That is terrible on their part. But
also, Barstool Sports interviewed Fred Smoot. Fred Smoot guaranteed victory. IamSmoot.com. Fred Smoot invented Twitter. Fred Smoot
invented Twitter?
He did. Okay, 2/3 of the water is or 2/3 of the earth is covered by water. The rest is covered by Fred Smoot.
Curtis Granderson.
Well, and Curtis Granderson, just depending on what sport you're talking about. Either way, Washington minus lay Washington.
I'm not laying it. I told you I'm done. I'm so mad after last week. I'm done. I don't know the commies. I haven't for 3 seasons of this show. I haven't known the commies. I don't know how to bet them.
You knew how to bet him. You knew how to bet him at one time.
Yes, sir. You know what it is? Oh, big party party. Big party party. Yes, sir.
The Heineken life. Yeah.
How is he not playing for an NFL team right now? Like, how is he not playing for the Giants?
Collecting a paycheck for being above average. Gardner Minshew, that's you next year, buddy. Like, you get to just collect a paycheck for just being above average.
Well, Danny Dimes found a job. He's already playing for Minnesota.
He might end up starting.
They're
not happy with Sam Darnold.
Not yet. Either way, okay. But Eileen Washington, you do what you want to do.
Hey, I'm not touching it.
He's not even touching the game. He won't even touch it. Oh,
nope. But all here all day. All here all day. I hope the Cardinals lose every game. Daily last week was ass for me because of the Cardinals.
See, but this is exactly where you want to play the Cardinals. Over a field goal, like Kyler Murray, no pun intended, loves the back door. Like, hammers it. Like, you think the back door is not open, and then he takes his foot and then he sticks it right through the back door.
Oh my God. No, first of all, they're going to put a lot of pressure on Kyler Murray, which is something that this season has been his kryptonite. Second of all, Minnesota Vikings are probably the 3rd best team in the NFC. Like, probably.
How deep are we into Call of Duty season 2? Like, is there some big event going on this week? Do we have a Call of Duty tracker?
Yeah, who's our Call of Duty tracker? We need somebody.
Smokers Lounge, get me in the comments. What
somebody get us a budget so we can just go to a correspondent.
Are we on season 3 of Call of Duty? Was there a recent update? That's all I'm asking.
I'm done with the Cardinals the same way I'm done with the commies. Don't underperform. And here's the thing: they didn't have to win against the Seahawks; they just had to perform. And
okay, but Ryan, like, I know COD came out weeks ago, but this is like NCAA. Like, I'm on season 3 of NCAA currently in Ultimate Team. Like, I started out with Legends, and now I have rivals of like crappy players that I don't even want on my team, but they're rated a 90. Like, this is how online gaming is now. Okay, this is how it goes.
All I know is that you're not going to burn me twice. Hobbit's the Vikings the Vikings at home blow the doors off the Cardinals. Come on, man.
Okay.
It's not even going to be close.
All right, but okay, let's ask the question. Better coach?
Vikings.
Okay, so O'Connell over Calamity Gannon.
Yeah. Gannon's been fine, but Vikings.
Better quarterback.
Cardinals.
Okay, so we're even, and I'm getting a field goal.
Taking the defense because they have Flores. I'm taking the Vikings defense because they have Brian Flores, man. KOC. Calamity. I don't know what that means. Do
We'll
you know what
see.
it means?
I don't know what it means, but I played it because it was provocative.
Provocative. But no, I don't like. I like the Vikings to blow the doors off the Cardinals, and not just because they.
Oh, Kevin
they
O'Connell, OC, the squad, KOC.
Yeah, Gannon's a fine coach. I mean, they've been fine this year. It just they're not ready. And
Can Justin Jefferson be stopped? I don't know.
I mean, we're in the headband. Look,
He was stopped last week though, and Jordan Addison really took over.
Yeah, he did. Wow. This is the thing. The Cardinals don't have a good defense either. So whatever the over on Jefferson is this week, take.
I'm hard to throw away a team when Seattle is like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Now, I'm Vikings in a blowout.
Okay, all right. I will.
Yeah, I agree. He might want the over. I kind of like it.
I will go with the NFC North, just absolutely killer narrative, if nothing else.
They're killers. This one's easy. Come on.
No, it's not, because this is where they get you.
No, this is simple. That's simple money right there.
Every time.
Did you know Aaron? So did you know Aaron Rodgers hurt?
Every time you bet Geno, he does the opposite.
Nah, Seahawks are going to blow the Jets out of the water.
It's like he said, I want zero parts in this game.
Nah, the Jets, they have nothing to play for, and they're a team of veterans. Seahawks blow the Jets out of the water.
I got nothing. All right, let's go to the next game, because here's where the Stone Cold Lock comes in. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I get 3 points for a team that can't win a game.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law.
Wrong team favored. Wow.
How am I getting a field goal against a team that always wins by a field goal?
I can't believe it. And here's the thing. Don't forget the Steelers really should have beat the Browns. What an ugly game. I watched it. The weather really impacted the game, which kudos to Wilson. People are talking about Fields needs to be in. Wilson in the terrible weather.
You're out of your mind.
Talk about a team.
Okay, you know what's going to happen here? The Bengals are going to somehow Joe Burrow's going to throw 3 touchdowns, and it's going to be 21-23 because he's going to get tackled in the end zone because Tomlin's going to punt it, and he's going to cough and punt it into the 1, and then Joe Burrow's going to get sacked for the safety at the end of the game. That's how this game's going to end.
I think an 18-12 game is more likely. The Browns had no business being in that game if the weather wasn't the way the weather was.
There's no one that knows Joe Burrow more than me. If Joe Burrow is absolutely not winning this game, no way in hell will he win this game.
And if he does, that was my Stone Cold Lock. Play it. That's our stone. That's both of us. We never have.
This is called Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and this is my Stone Cold Lock of the Century. I'm not allowed to say the name because someone copyrighted it. Now, I don't sit through 7 hours of ads for chocolate chip cookies the size of a pizza to watch Cam Newton laugh and dance and enjoy himself like this is some sort of game. Football ain't no game.
Football ain't no game. Cincinnati is the
standard, and the Steelers will carry this game.
The Bengals are an absolutely joke franchise. I'm sorry. They have absolutely wasted one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Not only have they not put an offensive line in front of them, but somehow...
Can we slow down on that for a second?
Mom, I don't want to lose to the Browns. Joe Burrow's never beaten the Browns, and they're historically the worst franchise in NFL history.
Rewind. Say that sentence again. You can't just throw do you see this jersey up here? You can't just throw a sentence like that out.
The second to first best quarterback in the NFL from a performance basis on a week-to-week QBR basis is Joe Burrow in the NFL.
Wrong.
It currently is, though.
I don't buy it.
He's the best fantasy quarterback in the NFL too.
What is he? Well, yeah. What is he like when he doesn't have Jamar Chase?
It doesn't matter. I'm saying like Joe Burrow is incredible, continues to put out incredible stats every single week, and yet this team continues to lose. And they will do what the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't disagree with that, but he's not even the second, third, fourth best quarterback in the NFL, maybe fifth or sixth. And that's just right now. Forget all time.
I cannot wait for like the terrible like Cincinnati. Talk also about a bad fan base. Another fan base that's wore a bag over their head.
Chasing Carson Palmer out of Cincinnati, like for him to just go to Arizona and still kill it. Like
Chris Henry drove himself into a wall rather than play for that fucking team.
And but we got to slow down, man. He is not. I don't even think he's the best quarterback in that franchise. Carson Palmer might be better.
No.
Come on now.
He had Chad Ochocinco.
Hey, Ochocinco versus
if Henry and Carson Palmer do not get hurt on the first play of that game, the Cincinnati Bengals win the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, TJ Hushmanzada too.
Yeah, and Hushmanzada.
No, like I don't know, man. I know you love him. I know you love Burrow, but like
it doesn't matter because this is wrong, and Burrow is making it wrong. Somehow Burrow is making Cincinnati Bengals, who are a bad team overall, with good skill position players.
Their defense is bad.
Mick,
did you just Mick in?
No, I didn't Mick anything because I want his opinion.
Oh, is that please tell me that's like a velvet. Is that like a velvet
no. It's just a really comfortable hoodie.
Nick, are you seeing this? All right, I know you're plugged into the NFL, but you're not like plugged into the betting markets. If you're getting the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Cincinnati Bengals at plus money, tell me you're not taking that.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because the Pittsburgh Steelers are better than the Cincinnati Bengals. They're better.
I would have to ask you if I should take it first.
Put it this way: it's a first that's happened here. We've never had the same Stone Cold lock.
Also, I played Renegade again, and I might play Renegade again if needed. But either way,
we only played 5 seconds of it. So
can I just tell you? I watched this show with my son, and it's fun. And you two are fantastic, and I love it, and I hope it never ends because this is I wanted to keep going, but when I see this, it looks like a look into your childhoods because you look such like a little brother, Tim, and you look such like a big brother.
Don't start with me.
Listen, Big Brother won last week. Big Brother won last week. Big.
We're fighting for the playoffs this week. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do it. I'm gonna try. That I can do. I can talk fantasy, no problem. I like the betting though. That's why I gotta watch the show. I don't know what I'll do.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because yes, the Chargers did lose, but once again, J.K. Dobbins got hurt when they needed him the most, and that's the end of that story. But all right, here it goes. All right, I gotta bring myself.
Play your man that I know nothing about.
TJ, who's Mazada?
Oh my God, here it is. What was that?
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Lions. Let's beat them down to the Lions' den. This is our team. Go Colts!
Live your life, brother.
How'd that work out for him?
Well, it didn't work out, and I told you as soon as I saw that video, I said that was a weak flow. I thought that was a very weak flow. He said, "I'm going to send him back to the Lions' den." Are you kidding me? You thought that was going to send the Lions?
The den showed up, and over a third of the fans at Lucas Oil Stadium were Lions fans. So
Exactly.
I think we made your home our den.
So the truth of the matter is that, oh my God, I mean, I'm
Bounce back for the Patriots at home.
No, it's the exact opposite.
Win or lose, we do love them.
No.
Yep.
Bounce back for the Patriots. Exactly. The Colts are going to lose this game because
Colts will lose this game.
Every
so
single team
hard.
that plays the Lions loses.
And Richardson was bad last week.
And he's going to be worse. He's going to be worse.
The Patriots, I know they got owned last week, but they'll bounce back this week against the Colts at home. And talking about a terrible. What? The spread?
I will say the Smokers Lounge likes going against trends, but
whether we win, whether we lose,
it's not going to happen. They played the Lions. They're an absolute shambles. They have been licking their wounds all week after fighting in the Lions' den. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we get to.
I cannot wait for tomorrow at 12:30.
I cannot wait to hear about another box score win for the team that played the Lions and lost by 20 points. I cannot wait to talk about that.
Oh my
I love
God!
when you guys are super defensive of Michigan. It's my favorite quality of yours.
They're gonna blow the Bears out of the water. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
even
a
need to talk about the Colts because they played the Lions last week. Move on. They're done. They're toast. Moving on.
You got to go with a better team, right? Even though they're on the road.
I don't like the travel back to the West or to the East Coast. You said they should have covered, though. You said they should have covered.
All right, I hope you guys know each other because, don't argue with people on the internet, Tim.
Oh,
I 100% know Mr. Motorsports. Don't worry about this.
But the thing is this, the Colts, for 3 weeks in a row, the Lions have shut out their opponents in the second half. 3 weeks in a row. That's not an accident.
There's only one quarterback that has a shot at the back door, and it's because it's Kyler Murray, and it's because he's small enough to fit.
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke is the king of the back door.
Yeah, but he's big. He's more of an OG Mudbone type.
See,
big party boy.
This is my problem. You guys, that's why I can't focus on football or sports anymore. You guys talked about that, and my mind went straight to Back to the Future.
But this is in reality, this is what I'm worried about. The Chargers are on a short week playing a hard team, and they got to go across the country, and they got to play Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I'm switching. I'm with you, Ryan. I like the Falcons at home. I'm switching.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with your assessment.
The model leans that way as well. So I'm with you.
And the Falcons are still playing for first in the NFC South.
All right.
It's not the Millennium kind. It's a Falcon.
You gotta lay Tampa here.
You gotta lay a money line though.
No, you gotta. I want all the points. I don't care. Tampa's gonna beat them by 2 scores. Conference game. Mike Evans. Are you kidding me?
They got Adam Thielen back.
Adam Thielen's I don't want Bryce. I want Bryce Young. I don't want Andy Dalton.
I'm going with the Panthers.
This is Bryce Young at their absolute highest, and Tampa Bay at a kind of Tampa's gonna win this division. I sent this to the group chat the other day. Tampa was underrated all season long.
Oh my God!
We got them at
blown out by Blake Purdy.
We got them at minus 8.5, or we get 8.5 over wins for the season, and they are in the division they are in, and they have Baker Mayfield, and they have beaten the 2 best teams in the NFC. Why can they not? Tampa can win 10 games. There's no reason
I'm with you. I got it. I'm with you.
Okay. All right. I don't even care if the Rams may or may not be good. No. Cut it. Cuts this. I want 3, but give me the Saints. Give me the Rizzler rizzling so hard.
I'm down with the Saints
too.
too.
This game. The Rams are going to win this game.
Nope, Saints all the way. The Saints are going to go marching in.
All right, so you guys don't watch You Bet, so that's fine. But I hate the Ramily. I hate the Ramily so much.
Hold on.
The Ramily? That's what they call themselves? Ugh.
Yes.
I miss this. That they did not destroy. I was there. They did not destroy for whatever reason. The playbook was for Jared Goff to throw the ball 55 times against them. That's why they lost. Vita Vea was out in the entire second half. And they still didn't run the ball. It was just a bad game plan. They didn't destroy him. They won by what, 6? 7? Something like that. Like the Lions were in it until the last minute. I was there. I was 13 rows up. Like that. Listen, a better game plan by far would have won that game, and then the Lions would be undefeated. What is it? What are we doing? The real Rizzler?
Isn't that a kid that goes to Walmart or some shit?
I don't know what he's looking up.
It's the Rizzler.
I like. I have nothing to compare.
The next game's big though. Next one's a big game, Tim.
You guys don't know what the Rizzler is?
If you don't explain it right now, I'm gonna go crazy.
So there's the Rizzler, and then there's Big Justice, and then there's this other person. They're just famous for being on YouTube.
Yeah, they go to Walmart and shit, right?
I'll be right back.
Exactly. But okay, so they go to Walmart and stuff. But even so,
God.
Oh, well, Dan moved the screen. But even so, the New Orleans Saints interim coach is the Rizzler. So it's Saints all the way until the Rizzler loses. I'm riding the Rizzler.
Wait, so the kid from those videos is coaching the
No,
Saints?
There's a guy whose name is something close to the Rizzler, and they call him the Rizzler. And he also, he clogged the toilet. His first game in his first interview, he said he clogged the toilet, and then they won. So now every time he clogs the toilet, we bet on him.
Jesus fucking Christ. Sure. That's America right now, so that's fine. That's just where we're at.
It was like Honey Boo Boo, right? I mean, that's really what it is.
Oh, God. This is where all this shit started.
All right. But really, we have a Giants fan on the line right now. So
nobody wants to talk about the Giants.
What about the Giants? Do we think the Giants can cover this week, Mick?
Who are they even playing at this point?
Dallas.
I've been paying attention to the Eagles more.
There we go.
Can they cover? Can they cover? What's the spread?
What's the Dallas spread? Bet Dallas and Giants, Dan.
Should be on the bottom. Where is it?
I'm already laughing, and I don't even know what it is yet.
I think it's 4 points. I think it's 4.
No,
3.5.
So I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens to cover here.
Yeah, I like the Ravens too. I know Philly's looked better, but
I think the Eagles pull it off though.
Lamar dominates the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
I think Saquon.
That's the bet. Is Lamar coming off a kind of weak game for him, dominating the NFC?
Saquon's done what was his last game? How many yards did he have?
Yeah, but the Ravens. So the Eagles are going to have to throw the ball because the Ravens actually stopped the run.
Nah, I mean they do have great defense.
Did they?
So
the Eagles played a bad team last week. Did they not? Am I missing something?
Who they play?
Well,
again?
Saquon is having a great season, and I'm not downplaying it. But the Ravens are playing from behind in the AFC, behind the Bills, behind the Chiefs, and they need the win.
The Eagles played the Ramily last week. The Ramily.
Why do you use every stupid word that people use?
Because I hate the Ramily. I hate it so much.
Oh, you think the Ryan? I kind of love that, actually. Yeah.
What?
I kind of love the under in this game. I do.
Oh, all right. Thank God.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's good, man. I love it. I'm with it. I want the Ravens, but the under. Let's go.
Dig it.
What do you think?
Wait, raise your hand if your team won this week.
Yep, I'm going to count that as a dub.
Okay.
Big, meaty dub.
Max, where's your...
Jake's team didn't win yet.
Max, where's your hand?
Team didn't win yet. Your team didn't win either.
Did you not listen to the sport?
Remember
I like the under. I like the under. I like it 20 to 20-14 Ravens game. That's what I like.
I'm going to be the first one to call out Philly Max and Philadelphia as a whole here and say that because they're getting really, really excited about this team and talking about them as the best team in the NFC. Let me tell you the best team in the NFC.
Let me tell you something.
And it's not the Philadelphia Eagles, not by a long shot.
The Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFC, and it's not. It's like not even close either.
Just because your coach went crazy and shaved his head like Britney Spears does not mean that you're going to win the Super Bowl.
That's it. Like the Ravens win this game. I do like the under though because I like it 20-14. I think this will be defensive. Like I like that. That's good.
Remember when the Lions
were good bets from you today, Ryan? What's going on?
You remember when the Lions were feeling themselves and then they played the Baltimore Ravens? Because I remember.
I remember Pepperidge Farms.
Pepperidge.
You said Bills all day here, and I don't get it.
Lay the nuclear missile.
I want that. I want that and that. Then I want that and that. That's what I want.
San Francisco.
That field is going to be under 10 feet of snow.
Yeah, because you guys are lunatics and live in a place where that just happens from October to like fucking September.
San Francisco was quit this week. They're just as quit. Or last week. They're just as quit now.
I want the under and I want Buffalo then if I'm taking that.
I don't care who's playing because this is all that matters. There's nothing else that matters in Buffalo other than this.
That no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
But this is Josh Allen, not Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly could play in weather. Mick, Tim doesn't know, or he kind of knows about what I said on the show. I'm coming off the ladder. If we get $100 donation, I'm coming off the ladder. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if I don't care who has to film it. I'm gonna come off the ladder right through the table.
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
You literally just spent money to fix your shoulder, and now you're going to go through a table on it.
What is wrong with you?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm going to come off the top of the ladder.
No one donate.
If Math had any gumption, he'd be on top of that table when I did it.
Absolutely not. Either way, San Francisco is a quit team, and Buffalo's going to dominate them. And like Ryan said, Josh Allen can throw through any weather.
All right, we'll see. I like the under all day. How is the under at 44? How is it not at 40.5 with that picture? How is it not at 40?
I don't care about that picture. I don't care. Buffalo's going to win. Moving on.
Win, but the under, man. Why is it 44.5?
Because offenses tend to score more in snow.
All day. I don't even have to second guess this.
Another very, very easy bet.
Denver all day.
Cleveland?
I mean,
I'm kidding.
I don't understand because they beat the Steelers. Why is this not at 6.5?
That was a spot game all day long, and if it didn't snow, they wouldn't have won that game anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it was just sloppy. I like the under in this one too. I hate betting the under 3 times. Jesus.
No, don't bet the other. You're good.
But
don't bet the under because you're going to give bad juju to the next game. All right, roll back to the top.
The game of the week. What do you think?
What are we? What makes us what we are? And what we're going to be? I think it's that right there. It's grit. It's what we started with last year, guys. All you guys that were in here. It's our core foundation, man. Grit. And what does it mean? Really, in a nutshell, I think it means this. We'll go a little bit longer, we'll push a little harder, and we'll think a little deeper and a little sharper. Like to me, it means we'll play anywhere. We'll play on grass. We'll play on turf. We'll go to a fucking landfill. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass. It means that
I would run through anything for that man.
The standard
is the standard. Like
well, Meanwhile, okay. Now let's scroll over to the other team.
Penalty, fourth down.
I'm a Giants fan, and that was fucking hilarious.
Do we forget that this was the team 2 weeks ago?
We're not fair and balanced on this show. We're not fair and balanced. We don't have to be fair and balanced.
I'm sorry, but the Bears are who we thought they were, and just because they promoted a different offensive coordinator and they played well against 2 bad teams that can't beat the Lions
all day. Did the Lions make it 4 games by 40 this season? Maybe.
Yeah. All right. I hear all week that the Lions win because of luck, right? Okay. So if I change any game that was different by less than 6 points, the Lions win or lose 1 less game. Okay.
They blow them out of the water.
Not only that, but they threw 5 okay, so they can throw 5 interceptions in this game, and they still beat a team that was power ranked higher than the Chicago Bears.
Let's say, the crazy part for me is this: the Bears do have a good defense, but it seems like it doesn't show up when it matters. And this is a game where it matters because the Bears are up against it. They are right on the edge of being.
I agree. He's not wrong here. It would be incredibly hard to throw 5 interceptions against a bad defense.
They won't have to.
They won't have to.
The Bears out of the 2, the Bears are weaker against the run. And the Lions are the toughest team and the best team in the NFL.
I want everyone who so this did start at 13.5. And it's been bet down to 9.5. That's how little faith people have in the Lions to cover this by a lot.
It started that high?
Yeah, it started at 13.5.
Oh my God. Then I might be. Oh my God.
No, because that's what we're told all the time with the Lions. And then all the Lions do is show up and beat the absolute bricks off of teams.
He's a Bears fan.
Do you know that the Bears have never won as an underdog away since Eberflus has been a coach?
What about the DeAndre Swift revenge game, though, Matt?
Oh God! You mean is he going to pull his hamstring in the first down? First down. Here's what's going to happen. DeAndre Swift's going to run for 15 yards and pull his hamstring, and you're not going to see him the rest of the game. Welcome to DeAndre.
I want him to be in though. At least the Lions know him. The other guy, I don't know that guy. What's his name?
Roschon Johnson, who falls over after 1 yard.
Yeah,
Roschon Johnson can't run the ball more than 3 yards. He literally falls over. He's worse than Joik Bell.
Oh my God!
And then Keenan Allen's fat ass is going to come and catch passes against DeAndre.
This is a family-friendly show. How dare you say the ASS?
I said fuck like 3 minutes ago.
I'm sorry. Keenan Allen's fat, and I said it, and I will keep saying it.
Wow. That's fat shaming, you son of a bitch.
I'm not fat shaming. The man's a fucking NFL athlete, and he showed up to camp 20 pounds overweight.
I do. I remember. I am loving. So, Ryan, you may not know this. I haven't missed a Lions game since 1990. I am loving the current trend. I remember watching Neil Anderson run every game against the Lions for $120, $130, $140. I remember. And this is revenge.
Keenan Allen knows more about kielbasa sausage in Chicago than he knows about winning football games.
I would go for a French dip sandwich right now from Al's.
Oh, you motherfucker. Now I want one.
Yeah, dude, they're so good. Those Al sandwiches where they dip it in the au jus. Oh, man, I'd go for an Al's right now.
Just so everyone knows, I have the Lions up to 14. So take all that money that everyone bet when it was 13.5 and go bet an alternate line and get plus money. Go absolute feast on the Bears because the Bears are a bad team masquerading as an okay team because they play in a good division. Have they lost everyone in the division? Yes. Will they continue to lose everyone in the division? Yes.
When I win this week, it'll be 24,000.
Gentlemen, pardon the interruption, my friends. Please keep going. I have to jump off because Sturdy has a show starting at 8.
Yes. By the way, we'll be
real quick,
finishing-
Mick, is it on his weird streaming or is it on this?
Yeah, I emailed it to you.
Okay, thank you.
And here, I'll put it in the chat here for you just in case it works because you're on your computer.
All right.
I don't mean to railroad your show. Tim?
No show's being railroaded. We've already gotten through all the games. All that's happening now is that we're yelling about the Bears being overrated.
And keep going. You're not interfering with anything. You are fine. Tim, don't be a puss wuss. Come talk some horror with us.
Oh my goodness.
Later, Gators.
All right.
Oh shit.
Any fantasy stacks you want to throw out this week before we're done?
It's a weird slate. I haven't
stay
seen
away from Bills, San Fran for sure.
So like
I'd stay away from Green Bay.
If Chicago's going to continue to take steam, that probably means that their DFS players are overowned. So if I was going to do anything on Thanksgiving, I would probably and now Ryan's listening, and I play in a freaking DFS lineup against this guy, so whatever. And I've taken their money twice, so
I've only taken the money once, so
it doesn't matter. But the Lions stack is where it's at. But I don't want St. Brown because he's going to be owned. I want J-Mo and I want Laporta.
Oh, you don't play it, Ryan? I've been in there a couple of times. I've only won once though.
That's fair.
That $20 one is competitive.
Yeah, fair enough. It's all good. I like it because it's a lottery ticket. It's a fun bet every week. But even so, my DFS lineup, if anything, is we know the Bears are catching steam. If the Bears are catching steam, then there has to be some value in the Lions defense. And probably some Lions sneak in there. Definitely the running backs. Like, they're going to run wild on this team. Lions are going to win this game like 21-3.
No,
they're going
to. This will be over 30 for the Lions for sure.
But like, why? Let's just hand the ball off every play and like just dominate the time of possession.
This is what I like for a parlay for that game. I don't know about stacks this week. I'd have to really sit down and think about it. My parlay of the week. And I'm on a roll, by the way. I've won my Lions parlay, 4 or 5 weeks in a row, math? Something like that. My parlay of the week. Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime TD because Monty is questionable. Jameson Williams, 40-plus receiving yards because Amon-Ra's questionable. 1+ Jared Goff passing touchdowns. 225-plus Jared Goff passing yards. 175-plus Caleb Williams passing yards. And the Lions to cover that spread. That's my play of the week. You get it at plus 550, which isn't wonderful, but I think it's a good go. And we'll see if I collect for my 6th week in a row.
That's fair. And then I'll wrap up with mass plays this week. Buffalo has plenty of room at 7 and spread. They're a much better team than San Francisco. They're going to prove that. Tampa, much better team than Carolina. Carolina's going to learn a lesson. Pittsburgh, being not favored when they're the better team against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's going to lose this game as they continue to lose, and they're a bad team. Denver is a good team. Cleveland is a bad team masquerading as a mediocre team. They will lose. Again, Detroit by 14, and we're getting 9.5, so let's go. And then Green Bay over Miami because Tua cannot play in the cold.
Can't.
Dan Campbell will literally run on the field before that happens. No way in hell. Like they could lose by a field goal, sure, but there's absolutely no way they get blown out by the Bears at home. There's no way.
When's the last time they lost? Well, Tampa Bay. That's the last home loss.
Yeah. Wait. One thing.
Uh-oh. When is he going to come on the show and actually say this stuff?
Well, that would end very
like
quickly.
Hockey style. That wouldn't end well for Eberflus. Isn't he only 6 foot tall?
Yeah, he's not big enough. He just wants Eberflus to like give up the season so that they can get their draft picks and move on. That's all the Bears want to do.
Here's a wild part, though. Like, even though Dan Campbell was a donkey tight end, like he kind of didn't have a huge reach. If you look at him, it's not like he's T-Rex, but that was his knock, was that he just doesn't have the extension with his arms. And like maybe Eberflus could get inside his guard, kind of do some shifty stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone wants to lose. A franchise that want to lose, their fans want to lose, everyone will lose. So moving on. Yeah, I think we nailed everything this week. Everyone have a happy holiday. Go join Sturdy's show. The hardest
I'll
working
be
man
there
show
in
business.
like 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. I might be longer, but I might show up later. Either way, thank you so much for joining with us, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.